This is our fifth DK Custom Products question and answer. And we are not in our normal location. Why aren't we in our normal location, Dwayne?
Well, because we're practicing social distancing.
Yeah, we're across the street from the shop.
Kevin's way over there. I'm way over here.
We're not breathing each other's air. We haven't touched anything that each other has touched without first spraying it down with this oxide spray, which kills everything. So hopefully we're staying safe.
Yeah.
And that's why we're doing the Q&A out here.
Yeah, within curfew hours. All right, so we have 5 questions. Jordan wrote, I want a license plate relocation for my bike, but I have read that side-mounted license plates are illegal. Dan asked, why is there no option for express mail on your website? It's a good one. Frank asked 2 questions. What is the difference between the Outlaw air cleaners? He also asked, what is the difference between the DK Custom air cleaners and other air cleaners? Natalie says, we are still getting a lot of questions from people on how to know which size thunder torque to get. So we'll try to clear that up for you. And then finally, Leland asked, which is better, the filter or the catch can?
And before we dive into these questions, please, everybody, if you could subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Click the like button if you found the video interesting or useful. Comment with any questions below, and we will try and get to them, your questions on the next question and answer video. And share the video with your friends. It'll be helpful to them.
So Kevin, Jordan's question about the license plate relocation kit, is it illegal or not? How would you answer that?
A lot of states, it is illegal. I think there's 10 or 12 states where vertically mounted license plates are illegal. Now, horizontally mounted license plates are not illegal. Side-mounted license plates are 100% legal in every state of the United States. Harley manufactures a bunch of their bikes from the factory with side-mounted license plates, because there's nothing illegal about a side-mounted license plate. It's completely legal. What some states don't like is when the plate, instead of being mounted horizontally, is mounted vertically. Now, in the states where it is illegal, some of them enforce it more strictly than others. Most states don't. Some states, Ohio is a little bit more strict than most on enforcing it, but you can do a side-mounted license plate. And the other thing I should mention, some of the side-mounted license plates come in a vertical or a horizontal option. Right. Some of them come only in a horizontal option. Also, the primary mounted ones, even though they're side-mounted, they might be too far forward.
Right.
So it can be side-mounted, but it still has to be able to be seen from the back.
Right.
And if you have it too far forward in some states, but I mean, we've sold thousands of these over the last 10, 12 years, and very rarely have we ever had a customer have a problem with law enforcement.
And you've been across many state lines with a vertically mounted plate.
Oh yeah. I've been in probably 30 different states, including states where it is illegal to have a vertically mounted plate. Never had a problem. Of course, they looked and they saw I was an out-of-state plate, and that happens a lot where you can get away with stuff when you're out of state. So check with your state, and then, check with your local Leos and see if they're going to try and enforce it or not. But side mount is fine. Vertical is not in some states. So Dan asked, why is there no option for express mail on our website?
Well, up until recently, we did have the express mail option. But with the COVID-19 situation, USPS is no longer guaranteeing the package will arrive in 1 to 2 days. So we don't want to offer it to you and charge you the additional amount for express shipping when it's not going to arrive to you in 1 or 2 days. So we just took that option off the website completely.
Yeah, and we looked at the last 6 express mails on, and international is, the same thing. It's domestic and international, no express mail. But we looked at the last 6 express mails we sent out. 3 of them arrived fine, but 3 of them people paid extra, but did not get it anywhere close to overnight or even the second day. And we refunded their money because why pay extra to not get the service? So hopefully we'll be able to put the express mail option back on the website soon.
We'll move on to Frank's question. What is the difference between the outlaw air cleaners you offer? Also, what is the difference between the air cleaners you offer and other air cleaners?
Well, the difference, we have a really good report on the difference between all the air cleaners on the website.
Yeah.
And Dwayne will put that link or a note to that on the screen here, and the link will be in the description below also. But just a very quick, I really encourage you to go look at the website, look at the report where we outline, and we have dyno charts and everything. Really quick, the 425 is good for all the way up to stage 4 1250 Sportsters. It runs fine on the twin cams, but up around 4,000, 4,500 RPM at full throttle, it starts starving out on the twin cams a little. And the 425 isn't even available for the M8s. So if you never go above 4,000 RPM full throttle, the 425 will work fine on the twin cams, but it doesn't quite flow enough to get the full potential out of the twin cams. Now the 587 and the 606 are virtually undetectable in performance difference.
Right.
So the difference on that, the 587 doesn't stick out quite so far, so you have more leg clearance.
Right. In fact, it's the lowest profile air cleaner on the market.
Yeah, there is not a lower profile. And then the other thing is the 587 has certain cover options that the 606 does not have. And the 606 has certain options, cover options that the 587 doesn't have. So when you're choosing between a 587 or a 606, it's really, do you need the most leg clearance possible, or do you like the cover better on one than the other? This one right here is a 606. The one right there is a 587. The difference is about, the 606 sticks out about 3/8 or a half inch further than the 587, which still doesn't get in the way of most people, but some people need the extra leg clearance.
Correct.
So that's that on those. The 636 is by far the best performing. If you're looking to get every single bit of performance out of the bike that you can, and you don't have fairing lowers, then the 636 gives the most power because of the patented Venturi effect of the 636. And the 828 is a new air cleaner. And that's available for the sporties only right now, and it lets you use the
ham can style covers.
The other nice thing about the 606 is you can use the factory cover.
Along with a lot of aftermarket covers from Arlen Ness or Screaming Eagle. There's a lot of covers that would fit it.
So now what makes our air cleaner different? Well, all of our air cleaners come with an external breather system. We're going to put a link to a video on external breather systems and to a report on external breather systems down below. But without an external breather system, you're just having a compromised air cleaner. And so we're one of the few companies that make air cleaners that come with an external breather system. That's one thing. The other is low profile. The other is lifetime warranty. I don't know of any other company doing air cleaners that have a lifetime warranty. The other is made in the USA.
And all of our filter elements are K&N, so they have a 1,000,000-mile warranty.
And There's some other things that we're going to, right about this time, absent the COVID-19 thing, we would have already been in the dyno room.
Yeah.
We have, we make our air cleaners a little bit different than other people. What's really important that most people don't realize is how does the air flow after it passes through the filter element. It's not just how much air can get through the filter element, but what happens to the air after it gets through the filter element and is inside before it gets into the combustion chamber. And we've been doing some experiments over the last year. We're going to get into the dyno room as soon as possible and do some experiments on the dyno where we have replicated some other air cleaners that look similar to ours, and we've outfitted them with external breather systems, even though they don't come that way factory. But we made them our way.
Right.
And what we're going to do, we're going to compare, for instance, an Arlen Ness Big Sucker made by Arlen Ness, and then we're going to compare an Arlen Ness Big Sucker design made by us, where it looks the same, but because of some unique differences, it is different. And we're going to see if it makes a difference on the dyno numbers. So those are some of the differences. Long answer. Hope that helped you out, Frank. So the next question is not really a question, it's Natalie in customer service, and she's saying that we're still getting a lot of questions from folks on how to know which size Thunder Torque inserts to get.
And that's an understandable question. We offer 3 different sizes. The Thunder Torque inserts are a universal item that work in virtually any V-twin exhaust system. They go at about 2 inches in from the exit. The install point there at 2 inches in dictates which size insert you need. Now we have videos on the subject, and I'll link those below. We have write-ups and reports on the website. I'll link those below, and I'll pull up a quick sizing chart here, and you can see the different sizes. You can see the diameter of the Thunder Torque insert plate. You can see the length of the mounting bolt, and you can reference that information to know if or which size insert will fit in your exhaust system. Cool. All right, Kevin, so which is better, the catch can or the filter?
Whichever one you like better. They both function exactly the
Correct.
same
Correct.
as far as engine performance. There's not going to be any difference in engine performance, whether it's the filter or the catch can. If your bike spits a lot, I mean a lot. I have a bike that spits a lot, and even with the filter, it doesn't overwhelm the filter. But some bikes just like pump that oil out, and it might overwhelm the filter and end up dripping on the garage floor or something a little. So in that instance, you know, a catch can might be more important. But really, I think the difference between a catch can and a filter is, are you going to hide it or is it going to be visible?
Exactly.
And if you want a more mechanical look, do you want the filter showing? Or if you want a more finished look, do you want the catch can showing? There is one other reason to have a catch can over a filter. A lot of people like to see what is being diverted out of their combustion chambers to see, you know, what is in there. And with the catch can, just like the guys who cut open their oil filters to see how much junk is getting caught in them, a lot of people like to see what kind of stuff is coming through their breathers.
Yeah, so the filter is sort of deceptive. When it gets full, it gets road grime and things like that, and it's just dark and grimy. The catch can, when you open it, surprisingly, there's a milky white substance in there, and that lets you know how much moisture is actually being fed into your intake.
Yeah, and so it's really, it comes down to aesthetics. It comes down to if you want to see what is being diverted out of your combustion chambers. And then, of course, if you have a really bad spitter, then the catch can, rather than having drips from the filter element.
All right, so that's all the questions. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments section. It doesn't have to be about our parts. It can be about bikes in general. We'll try our best to help you out. Hit that notification bell if you want to be updated when our future videos come out, and don't forget to subscribe and share this video with your friends. It might help them out.